Okay, so EZA Android 13 is officially live in game, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at him in a couple of different situations. So, we're just going to cover his details first and foremost, and I'll tell you about the different situations we'll take him into, because there could be a pretty big difference between him having a certain enemy or not. So 13 is a android's or target Goku leader of 3king 170% stats. Now in his base form, he does permanently stack defense, immense damage, greatly lowers defense, and has a high chance to stun. His passive skill right here, which actually we could read from here, which is pretty cool. He does 130% attack and defense. When you enter the turn above 30% HP, he does get an additional 130% attack and defense. Androids or target Goku category allies get key 3 and then 30% attack and defense. Attacks are guaranteed to hit. And then here's the thing. He gets an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack if there's an enemy whose name does include Goku. So that's why I'm taking him here into this, like, 8th anniversary event here. So we could see him actually against a Goku. Obviously, when he transforms, that is going to be on the 5th turn if there's 2 more androids category allies. And we'll talk about what he does there once that happens. I guess I'm just going to put him in slot 1 here. So he does have the additional that's, again, a high chance. So on this turn, we could potentially get a lot of stacks here with him. Hopefully, we don't get instantly super attacked, but that's really it. I'm going to try and, like, just get a couple of stacks with him. So, yeah, I mean, raw defensive, he's just like a raw defensive character. And right here, he does have a couple links active. Now, keep in mind, he did not have big bad bosses yet, right? Okay, so we got the additional super attack in. I think there's a couple of things about this Space 13 that I think I would have personally added. I mean, first and foremost, someone in chat said, why couldn't he be a 40% support? I think that's fair, right? Him being a 40% support wouldn't have been, like, that big of a deal. And it's like, this team is already filled to the brim with support units, like the LR androids. Very, very good. And it's like, if we compare this base 13 to the LR androids, doesn't really hold a candle to them, honestly. Just like looking at their details, at least, it's like they're 50% support, but they have the dodge ability. On top of that, like a 50% chance to dodge is really, really good. And it's like this 13, like he has the guaranteed hit attacks, and then the additional when there's a Goku, right? I mean, even they have the additional. So I don't know. Now, once this 13 is able to stack up a lot of defense, I think he could potentially look really, really nice. The only issue is that, obviously, you do want to run him on androids, so you can't really choose how long you want to stack with this guy. So, like, it's not like I could take this guy into Omega, and it's like, oh, you know, against Omega, this guy is going to be able to stack so much, because it's not an active skill transformation. This was like, he came out before Cooler, didn't he? No, he came out after Cooler, I think. Because Cooler came out in... Wasn't Cooler October or something like that? Like STR Cooler. Let me double check. Because STR Cooler obviously was like the first active skill transformation character. Yeah, he came out in October. This 13 came out the month after, in at the end of November, right? So it's like, if 13 was an active skill transformation, like, he would be dramatically better in what this is he has now, because in like events like Omega, right, you will be able to stack them up like whenever, however long you want. And you know, even right now, it's like Cooler. Like, obviously, I think this 13 is much better than Cooler, but it's because he's like way old, like way. How do I explain it? His Cooler came out like way long ago at this point. It's easy even, so that's a thing. But yeah, even on release, people were saying 13 was a downgraded Cooler, like Index is saying. So him not having this as an active skill does show. Ouch, okay, 17, you got hit pretty hard there. Now, we are getting a lot of links here. Again, Android Assault, Fear and Faith, Big Bad Bosses. We have, I think that's Metamorphosis, which does give some healing, which is cool. And obviously, First Battle. So his defense here, 922k to start of turn defense. I mean, that's not looking bad for like a support character. And he's still stacking up. Next turn, he's going to transform. But keep in mind, there's no support active. Bulma support ran out already. This 21 doesn't support. This 21 doesn't support. Well, she gives ki, I think, but that's the super class allies, right? So I mean, this is just 900k defense raw without anything. So that's after a triple super attack. Now the issue is that, again, this is against a Goku where he got the triple super, and it's like, you know, this looks good, right? But we don't have a really difficult Goku boss right now. Man, okay, his defense is gonna get really, really high. Like when he transforms, his defense, he might be like 1.5 mil. We couldn't get imagine we got that last additional woof. But that's the thing, with the Goku he's good, but you could say the same thing about so many characters, like Turles and everything like that. There's just no Goku boss where this guy is going to be able to take advantage of his passive. And that is disappointing. Next turn, we are going to get a lot of support there. Oh my goodness. Next turn, he's going to be crazy defensively because he's going to have MVP 17 on rotation. We're going to start getting Bulma support here. Like, you guys are probably not ready at the defensive jump this guy's going to get to. Because even I'm not ready. Like, he's probably going to be close to, like, 2 mil, honestly. After another double super there. I could see him getting close to 2 mil. Because he's getting Bulma's 30% support for 2 turns here. And then on top of that, he's also... Well, Bulma's 30%, I think, right? Either way, he's also going to be getting MVP 17 70% support. And that's going to be a lot. That's a lot of stats added to what this guy is able to do. So I'm very excited to see his defensive stat next turn. Because I've seen this guy at like 1.2 mil defense, not even against a Goku start of turn. And like, it's like, you know, when you're at that level, you're able to eat a lot of super attacks. So like 1.2 mil defense. It's like the hardest hitting super attacks you probably can't live, but some of these super attacks you would be able to have the option to actually survive. So I mean, we're probably going to see him looking very good. My only gripe is, again, like, here it's going to be, oh, he's going to look so good, but it's like, you want to face a Goku, and it's like, oh, there's no Goku enemies. It's still good to see what he's going to do against a Goku, though, because you never know. Like, maybe 9th anniversary upcoming is going to give us a new Goku enemy. Maybe New Year's, we got Dragon Fist Goku as some boss, and he's, like, really difficult. And it's like, oh, well, this 13 could actually be really good against this Dragon Fist Goku boss, right? We can't say for sure how things are going to turn out. Actually, almost 37% support. It's so good. Okay. So, now he's transformed here. We're going to get everything again except for Red Ribbon Army, which is still 10% defense they were missing out on. And then this is Nightmare, just 15% attack. What's his defense? Yeah, 1.7 mil defense, just like start of turn there. It is just pretty good, obviously. Just quite an insane defensive jump, right? That's I mean, 1.7 mil defense. He's able to just straight up eat Fusions of Monsters super attack for like what, 300k damage or something? Like, that's good. That is pretty good. So when 13 is transformed, 10 mil attacks are right there too. He does massively, no, I think is it massive or greatly raised? Actually, I'm on the JP version. Let me double check here. I think it's a, let me, I don't want to give any misinformation here. It is a greatly raised attack for 3 thoughts, so okay. Immense damage, lowers defense, and it has a high chance stun. He obviously has 3 key and 130% stats. When you're above 30% HP at the start of turn, he gets an extra 143%. Then, basically, he gets an extra 13% attack and defense per target Goku or Android's category ally in the team. So he's missing 13% attack and defense since we have Bulma. But Bulma providing the 2-turn support, I think, is just much more valuable. He's guaranteed to hit and disable enemy's guard. So he's technically always going to be at least type neutral. So like if you're facing some tech boss, he'll be able to hit normally. But it's like, okay, right? He does have an additional attack that's a high chance to become a super attack. Which I think we did see right here, obviously, because that's guaranteed. I mean, I don't think he got any of the super attacks last turn, right? So that's a thing. We'll transform 21 here. Let's just get her out of here. We'll obviously get these 7 orbs here. We're not going to kill this turn, right? So let me grab these orbs and we'll keep talking about what this guy's doing. Now, if there's a Super Saiyan's category enemy, which we actually did not see here, he does get 50% attack and a high chance to crit. But if there's a Goku enemy, he gets 100% attack and then a guaranteed crit. So we're still technically missing 50% attack from him facing a Super Saiyan's category enemy, because this character that we're facing is not a Super Saiyan's category enemy. Not really like that big of a deal, because against the Goku, he's already getting the guaranteed crit and more attack anyways. But yeah, again, if we get like a Goku boss, this guy getting the extra 100% attack, you could see, I mean, he could do like triple 10 mil, and he's hitting here at like 1.7 mil defense or so. Like, that's really, really good. I would have liked maybe if he kept a little bit of support, but that's fine. But yeah, again, after this next rotation, I'm going to go ahead and take him into the, like, some other just random event, maybe like Red Zone Cell or something. And we're going to see what it's going to do against a non-Goku enemy, because it is going to be a 90-day difference, him against a Goku enemy and him not against a Goku enemy. Because missing out on the additional not only just means you miss out on the extra stack itself, but you're also going to be missing out on the chance to get the hidden potential system super attack as much as usual, right? So that's also an issue, because if you're missing out on the hidden potential system super attack as well, it's like going from like potentially 90% to just 30% stacks is a massive difference. I don't think they share any links besides that. No, this is pretty much it. This same links. Okay, so right here's at 1.6 mil, 1.66, right? Dude, he also will heal so much from like getting Angel Orbs. It's actually gonna be crazy. And then this should be the hardest hitting attacks that we see from him in this fight specifically. And keep in mind, this guy doesn't even have any multiplicative stats, right? Like nothing on when attacking or anything like that, right? So 10.8 mil. Imagine he had guard. There's no way they would give this guy guard with the amount of defense he's stacking up. So there's 11.6 mil right there. Okay. He's kind of cooking. Give me one more additional here, and let's see. I think, honestly, he should have had the additional in his base form guaranteed. Like, because before his EZA, right, he didn't have anything facing a Goku enemy. That was only when he transformed, right? So, like, his base form should have just had the additional guaranteed. And then maybe, like, if he's facing a Goku, give him, like, I don't know, just like some extra random ability, because if the additional was guaranteed, it'd actually be really, really good. Like that would be really good if he had the additional at all times. So it does suck that we're not able to see that, but okay. He looks pretty good here, but let's take him against a non-Goku enemy and let's see if he can still cook. All right, now we're going to take him here against a non-Goku enemy. These are the exact same rotations we got, which is really, really good for us. So, again, right here, actually, I think we got 21 here instead of 17, right? That's fine, though. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll grab this with 13. So, again, 13 when he's not facing a Goku enemy is not going to be getting that additional. Imagine you got 50% on Super when transformed. Yeah, that would have been interesting. But yeah, again, missing that additional is so huge for him, because he would very consistently get, I think, at least 2 supers a turn or something like that, like pretty often, because it will have the additional plus the hidden potential one. And honestly, you could argue like his defense would be so high, he wouldn't really even need dodge as much. You can just go full additional. See, because right there we did not even get the hidden potential system. So it's like, instead of the 90% stack we saw the last fight, we're only getting a 30% stack, right? Which is a massive downgrade. A pretty massive downgrade, right? So at this point, he's only going to be getting 30% stats, right? For the second, I assume next turn, it'll probably be the same. Yeah, we'll just do this, right? I don't think the LR androids kill here. They might, but I'm not sure. This guy's stunned anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It's so funny that the cell can be stunned. Maybe what if he got like something when he's not facing a Goku? Like maybe when facing a Goku, he gets all this offense, but when he doesn't face a Goku, what if he got like, I don't know, like 20, like, what is it, 45? I think, what would it be? what's 13? What's 14 plus 15? 29, like 29% reduction because of 14 plus 15, right? Or even just 13. Something would have been interesting. But nope. Oh well, it's fine. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's like he had a lot of potential for him. And right here, I don't even know if we can if he crits, because it's stupid that you can't change the potential ability for these characters. Because if he crits here, and then I miss the chance in general to get the hidden potential system super, that would suck. I mean, right here, he's still at 755k. Like, that's not bad at all. Like, as a support character at 755k, I'll take that, right? That is definitely higher than anticipated. But remember, last time we also didn't have MVP 17. No, dang, see, we did not get the hidden potential system super. So we'll see. This is again also without Bulma support, so we will also want to keep that in mind, right? Without Bulma support, he was missing on some stats. I have to put you here in the first slots. Now Bulma can grab this, and then hopefully 21 doesn't instantly get super attacked. That'd be nice. All right, thanks 21. It took quite a bit of damage there, but it is what it is. So 13 next turn, he's gonna transform. And we only got 60% stacks. Again, in a long event, you could say I feel like there's not really much of a difference between him and a long and short event, because you can only stack for the first 2 turns he's on rotation. Right? If it's like if you could control when he transforms, then in a long event, like against Omega, he would actually be one of the better units against Omega in the game. Because he stacks so fast in his defense. There's so much support on this team. He gets so much defense from his links. If he was able to stack permanently against Omega, he'd be crazy in that fight. But you're restricted, so it's like his potential gets super gimped, right? Like, imagine him, like, he could, like, against Omega, he, like, easily, like, 3 mil defense, and then just put him in slot 1. It's like, what is Omega doing to you? Especially because that's stacked defense. Like, what is Omega doing to you, man? Come on. That's crazy. Alright, here he is transforming. Let the goat cook. I would say he's still good, for sure. I think he's... People are gonna, like, not talk about him, but he's still good. I mean, yeah, here he's at 1 mil defense, right? What, almost 1.1 mil defense, right? And it's not, like, terrible. Like, just, like, starter turn defense 1 mil. There's not a lot of characters that do that. But it's like in this situation, it's like he could survive some supers, but a lot of super attacks would still kill him, right? So I don't know. And it's like 9 mil. It's like he could do a triple like 9 to 9.5 to 10 mil or something like that. And it's like that works. That's not bad offensive numbers. Like, it's definitely like for an easy A, I'll take it. But it's like at this point, it's like, I mean, it's a far cry from reaching that like 1.7 mil defense that we saw that other turn, right? It's like, that's the difference. It's because, again, I'm going to say it again. I said it like twice in this video, but that additional isn't good for just the sole additional and the sole extra stack. But it helps the hidden potential one so much too. But we got to go look at them again. I'm going to take them into like Fusions of Masu, Omega Shenron today. Those videos will be out today as well. I might just push this one out instantly, just because it's like, you know, I probably will just push it out instantly, but let me know what you guys think. I think he could cook, so, but I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.